as we'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals versus Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Out Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Drew Lock sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Seattle.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Carson. To get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Lock. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And
58.3 is the #1.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Now 2nd and 19 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 7.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Oh, good move. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Block going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Blocked.
7 yards, the pickup there.
DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Block now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
First down.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run on first down. Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Locke. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now it's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Here's Carson. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown.
So far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get 1 more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Murray fighting, lost the football. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray.
Murray's pass complete to Kenyon Drake. It's a gain.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the 2nd quarter. Cam Newton's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Demarcus Robinson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Carson Wentz, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through it, we give it back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second half blowout material. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what we the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Block working out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Recovered by Seattle.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now...
Goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out, and the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now from Murray. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Result of the play is a safety.
And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
Now Drake loses the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Seattle.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 11 at the 41. To throw it is Lock. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Ready. 10 Lobo. 59. Mike the 59. Go on.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Rolling to his right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Murray on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Mike Part 9.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
28 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Murray to air it out again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Sean Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Seahawks take back over as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he finds Spencer Ware complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Operating from the gun, Murray. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll set up the screen to Drake, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.